Hey, good to see you here. You're watching Shadows of Tomorrow Tutorial Part 1. This song involves a lot of sweeping up and down and also a lot of percussive hybrid picking. I will explain more about this technique as I go along. Before we start breaking into the songs, I want to talk about setting the right tone. I'm using Neural DSP, archetype Noli, and I'm using the clean amp for this particular song. I have the cabinet turned off so that it will give me this piezo pickup style of sound. And on my guitar, I'm using the 4th pickup position. It gives me a mid-range focused, drier, but still rounded guitar tone without sounding boomy or muddy like the neck pickup. If you're using a 3-way switch humbucker guitar, you may want to try the middle position. I believe it would work better. And if you're also using Noli and you have been wondering if I could get LOguitarist preset, follow me on Instagram and DM me about the preset. Say hi, you are an awesome guitarist, can I have your preset? And I will send you a download link. So let's start breaking into the song. Letter A, first phrase, I'm going to separate it into 3 groups. So first group, hold this chord, it's only 2 notes, and then palm mute, sweep down. Since you are palm muting, don't worry too much about the low register muddiness. So group 1, group 2, pay attention on the instructions on screen. After this, you're going to hold your finger position right here, and then in group 3, you're going to start with 2 muted strums, and then slide your pinky up to 12th fret, and then followed by a sweep up, and then followed by hammer, pluck, pluck, and then with this note. Optionally, if you could switch your right hand orientation fast enough from upwards to downwards, then you could do, without doing the plucking thing, you just sweep down. So group 1, group 2, group 3. Now let's put everything together in the proper rhythm. Second phrase will also be separated into 3 groups. The first group starts with a G major 7 add 9 chord. If you don't want to jump your index finger like this, then you have to hold the full chord. Which means you need to change very quickly from the previous line to this chord. Let me demo it. Personally, I prefer jumping the index finger. Somehow it just feels more natural to me. It's a preference thing. Second group, hold this chord, palm mute and sweep down. Followed by 2 hammered notes. And then third group, so group 1, group 2, group 3, put them all together. Group 2 and 3 is actually attached together continuously. Let me play the entire first and second phrase together. The third phrase will be separated into 4 groups. The first and second groups is actually the same as the ones in the first phrase. So group 1 and 2, group 3, group 4 consists of 11 fast triplet notes. Starts with 4 hammered notes. You gotta hammer them quite hard. And then followed by so connect with the previous 4 notes. So group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4. So let's put everything together. Fourth phrase starts with a G major 7 chord with an add 9. The sweep up is in triplet and it also needs to be muted. So it starts from the second string and on this note. And then followed by a D major 7 chord. And then 2 harmonics. Double note here, single note here. Pay attention on how I switch my finger around from the G major 7 chord to the D major 7 chord. Can you see that? I was switching my index and my pinky, and the 2 finger in the middle remain the same, and that will make the transition easier. So the entire fourth phrase the actual speed of this song is 110 BPM, so for the sake of fun, let me demonstrate letter A in actual speed. So you're going to repeat again the entire cycle of 4 phrases, but on the second cycle, the 4th phrase ends differently. Now let's go through it. There is no harmonics, but instead it's replaced by it's a percussive hybrid picking in triplet. So hit the strings and then pluck the muted strings, pluck the open 4th string, hammer, and then in similar way. So the entire 4th phrase in second cycle. If you're still watching at this point, let me give you a bonus to help you in your practice. Go to ko-fi.com/LOguitarist and download a play along session for free. It's in slow speed, 80 BPM, good for practice. And if you think that I've been kind enough making all these tutorial videos and you want to buy me a cup of coffee, yes, you can do it right there. So thank you so much for supporting. Now let's get back to the tutorial. Letter B is like a short interval between letter A and letter C. And the last line of letter A serves as a bridging point between A and B. And this is also where you change your sound to a more drivey sound. I'm still using Neuro DSP, Noli, the second M, which is the crunch M. And oh, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video. Letter B, first phrase. After the first note, 2 muted strum, and then after that, C major 7 with a little hammer and B minor 7. Keep it simple with just 2 notes and then end with. So from the start of the phrase, second phrase, I'm going to break it down into 3 groups. First group, after the 2 muted strum, the open 6th string, hammer, hammer, go down. Group 2, Pay attention on my right hand and also the instructions on screen. Group 3 and E-7 add 9, F#7 flat 9. The muted strum in the middle is in triplet. So group 1, group 2, group 3. Let's put everything together. Let me play the whole letter B for you. Now we have come to letter C. As usual, it has 4 phrases. The first phrase will be broken down into 3 groups. So group 1 starts with the G major 7 chord. Vibrato the whole chord at least twice. And then after the muted strum, and group 2, percussive hybrid picking. Pay attention on my right hand. And then group 3 starts with the same percussive hybrid in triplet. And then, so group 1, group 2, group 3, put everything together. You gotta strum and pick pretty hard for it to sound punchy, and the vibrato is what makes it sound huge and characterful. The second phrase has 2 groups, and the first group, so start with the same chord, G major 7, and then followed by, this is in triplet, and then, so the whole group. Second group, B-7, and then followed by. Now get yourself very familiar with this line, because this is a recurring line throughout the whole song. And then end with, there's a G#-7, but simplified to just 2 notes. So group 1, group 2, the whole phrase, the third phrase starts with the same chord again, G major 7, but now with a 9. With this note, so you just bar the whole fret. And then when you come down here, it's a classic sweep pattern with a slightly modern choice of note. And then the sweep up pattern is faster. So again, the whole phrase. In the fourth phrase, I'm going to separate it into 3 groups, and the first group, it's an F#-7 simplified into just 2 notes. Second group, and then end with the same chord. Group 3, this is a recurring line that I mentioned just now. Land on this note, and the whole thing is in fast triplet. And then end the whole thing with F sharp minor 7. So group 1, group 2, group 3, put everything together so that it makes sense. So the whole thing can be pretty fast, especially in extra tempo. So let me demonstrate it to you. And you gotta repeat the whole cycle again, playing exactly the same thing. So that's it, you have just learned half of Shadows of Tomorrow. In the next video, you'll be learning the guitar solo, which is quite a complex and yet fun solo. So be sure to check it out when it's out. Shadows of Tomorrow and my latest EP Exponential are available on all streaming platforms, so go ahead and check them out. I hope you have had a great time. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.